When life leaves you high and dry, I'll be at your door tonight. If you need help, if you need help, I'll shut down the city lights. I'll cheat, I'll beg and bribe to make you well, to make you well. When enemies.
So when someone thinks about what makes the ultimate person, they usually say such things as kind, smart, lovable, talented, social, and caring. There are very few people in this world who carry all of these character traits, but Mrs. Ward is one of them. From the moment I met her, she has been loving towards me and all of us in the senior class. Mrs. Ward understands that we are boys and is always open to whatever we may want to talk about. Whenever she is with us, she acts as if we are grown men and makes us feel important and mature. Mrs. Ward has had a very important role in all of our nights stayed here. From helping us with senior reflections, guiding us on the path to our destinations may lead us next year, baking us cookies and giving us sodas every Friday. Mrs. Ward is the mother of all mothers, the teacher of all teachers, and one of the most spectacular friends I have had.
Mrs. Ward is always looking out for the ninth grade, and she really inspires me to be resilient through challenges in life. And she's very caring and I always feel comfortable around her.
Mrs. Ward is a loving, caring, and giving person. She says hi to us every day, asks how our day's been going, and her kindness towards others is truly inspiring, and I couldn't ask for a better role model here today.
Going to pen and paper is definitely one of the highlights of my week. I love being able to sit down and just have a conversation with Mrs. Ward. I feel safe and happy when I'm around Mrs. Ward, and without her, the ninth grade would definitely be very different.
Mrs. Ward has something nice to say about everyone. She is constantly ready to give advice and kind words.
Thank you, Mrs. Ward, for being a kind, welcoming, funny, and awesome person.
Mrs. Ward has an amazing ability to care for others and show kindness through everyday life.
Mrs. Ward is definitely one of the most important people in helping me come into pen this year.
Now, after only 8 months, I feel like I've gone here for years. Pen and paper is definitely one of my highlights of my week. Mrs. Ward is very kind, and I like her a lot.
I always look forward to pen and paper, for the funny stories, the cookies, and the support Mrs. Ward gives.
Mrs. Ward knows what to say in every moment, and she knows how to care for the ninth grade as if we were up place.
Mrs. Ward is like my at-school mom, and the paper is a highlight of my Friday group. Mrs. Ward's kindness and compassion is something that we all cherish, and she has a special connection with each member of our grade, and she's like our second mother.
Mrs. Ward is full of great life lessons and stories that are always interesting. Also, her sense of humor brightens the way she is.
Mrs. Ward is always so kind, loving, and caring. She invites us all into her house to eat cookies on her lovely white couches while learning poetry. She's a role model for me and the rest of my classmates.
Mrs. Ward's an amazing person. I wish we had a great teacher for the rest of my career.
I'm so thankful for Mrs. Ward and all the hard work she does for the ninth grade. She's truly an amazing person that does so much for the young community. Our school would be very little without Mrs. Ward. And the kindness and affection she brings to us is unbelievable. She cares so much for everyone in the ninth grade, and she has worked so hard to get us all into the amazing schools we have been accepted to. Mrs. Ward is like a second mother to us. She's there when we fall and ready to pick us back right up. She's such a sweet person, and most kids that get to know Mrs. Ward idolize her. She's an amazing cooker / baker, placement officer, host, friend, and mother to all of us in the ninth grade. Thank you, Mrs. Ward.
So on behalf of the class of 2014, we'd like to dedicate the yearbook to Mrs. Ward.
every day of my life, and every day for me is a precious day that I'm here. I think about the gift of STEM boys, and they're extraordinary little people and big people, and this class was no exception. It didn't take long for me to love them and cherish them. They're definitely the most lovable, cherishable, smart guys I think we'll ever deal with. And I just want to say thank you to the community, but particularly to the boys. They make my life, they make my week. I look forward to pen to paper as much as they do. It's the highlight of my week, and Mr. Ward can tell you that. And I look forward to all the times I'll get to spend with those of you who stay for ninth grade. But it is such an honor, I don't even know what to say. I'm speechless. It's beyond anything I ever imagined. But I just, thank God for this blessed, beloved community. And it starts with these guys right here, who are beyond special. They're just extraordinary. Thank you so much.
Like a drum, baby, don't stop beating. Like a drum, my heart never stops beating for you.